Welcome to Lighten Up, the Art of Living Clutter-Free, the podcast where we tackle the literal and figurative clutter standing between you and your healthiest and happiest life. I'm Melanie, your host, coach, and guide on this journey to help you design a life that you love. Whether it's clearing out your kitchen cabinets, untangling your digital files, or letting go of the mental blocks that hold you back, we're here to make space for what truly matters. Let's lighten up together, starting now. Hello there, friends, and welcome back to Lighten Up, the Art of Living Clutter-Free. I'm your host, Melanie Cohen. I'm a clutter coach, wellness strategist, purple-haired realist, and today I am the leader of the unofficial Night Owl support group. We are talking about the 3 a.m. sweats, and I'm not talking about menopause or perimenopause. Although if your hormones are doing the cha-cha in your bloodstream, I see you. You are so not alone. Now, before I get into the heart of today's episode, I want to say this loud and clear. There are many reasons people struggle with sleep. And if you're one of them, you are not broken. You're not doing anything wrong. You are human, period. Let's name a few of these reasons: anxiety, depression, grief, sleep apnea, restless leg syndrome, hormonal shifts. Hello, menopause. Chronic pain, IBS and gut issues, that's me. Medications, caring for a new baby, caring for a sick partner, aging parent, noise, heat, a racing brain, existential dread. That one thing someone said to you 12 years ago that still lives rent-free in your head. And the opposite, that thing that I said to someone 12 years ago that is still sitting in my head. If any of these sound familiar, or if your brain just refuses to shut the hell up after 2 a.m., you're in the right place. Now, I'm not a doctor, and I'm not here to diagnose or promise perfect sleep. I am here to talk about a very real, very sneaky reason why so many of us wake up in the middle of the night in a panic. And the reason is clutter. So we're going to talk first about what the 3 a.m. sweats are really. Imagine this. You're sleeping, sort of, and suddenly you're awake. Heart racing, stomach tight, and you're not quite sure why until the floodgates open. Your mind starts racing with everything you didn't do yesterday, everything you have to do tomorrow, the argument you replay on a loop, the bills you've been avoiding, the laundry you forgot in the dryer again, the fridge that's half empty, the garage that's too full, and boom, you're spiraling. I'm sure I left a few examples out there, but I think you get the gist. We've all been there. Those 3 a.m. moments aren't just about sleep. They're about overload. They're about mental clutter. All the open loops and unfinished business we carry around in our brains. They're about emotional clutter. The guilt, the shame, the old wounds that haven't healed. And yep, they're about physical clutter too, because what you see during the day, your brain holds on to at night. So let's talk about how mental and physical clutter work together, because this is where it gets super interesting. Most people think physical clutter is just stuff, but I want you to think of clutter as unmade decisions, that pile of papers, the stack of things you don't want to deal with, the overstuffed closet. That's a collection of versions of yourself you're not sure you're ready to let go of. Now, combine that with mental clutter. Thoughts like, I should be further along. Why can't I just get it all together? Everyone else is handling things better than I am. Those are not facts. Those are beliefs, and they're super heavy. Together, physical and mental clutter reinforce each other. The mess you see triggers the stress in your brain. The stress in your brain makes it harder to handle the mess. And around and around and around we go. This is why you might find yourself wide awake at night. Not because you drank coffee too late, although that does cause issues with sleep, but because your environment, your schedule, and your inner voice are too crowded to rest. So here's the real story. And you know I'm going to keep it real. Let me tell you about a time I was deep in it. There was a week when everything felt out of control. My email box was overflowing. The kitchen table was buried under papers and unopened mail. I had appointments I had rescheduled 3 times, and I was feeling like a failure in all directions. 3 a.m.
bam, eyes open, heart pounding, instant dread. I couldn't figure out what was wrong. So I got up to go to the bathroom, as so many of us do. And I realized, hadn't seen the surface of the table in weeks. And the table was my clutter trigger. So what needed to happen? I needed to clear it off. I couldn't do it at 3 a.m. All I could do at 3 a.m. was imagine what I needed to do the next day, which of course made sleep even harder. But I woke up with this feeling that I had to clean everything, not just the table, not just the dresser, not just the bed, not just all the things. I just needed to clear the table. And it was that table, that surface full of stuff that I passed 20 or more times a day and avoiding trying to look at it like I wanted blinders on. And so the more I put the blinders on, the more I knew it was still there and the more it affected my sleep. So I didn't go to sleep until I cleaned off that table. And I felt so much better. But I still woke up at 3 a.m. And I think the waking up at 3 a.m. was residual. There are so many other things that I need to do. But once I finally wrapped my brain around the shift I needed to make, and that was, I can't do it all at once. I need to focus on one small area, one ridiculously simple goal. You know how I work here. That the space started to clear, my mind started to clear, and sleep got a little bit better. So what you can do right now is just say, I'm in it. I'm tired, I'm overwhelmed, and my brain just won't rest. So this is what I want you to try. Name the noise. Get it out of your head and onto paper. Brain dump all the things that are swirling around. No judgment. Just list it all out. Sometimes just naming your stress gives you back a little power, and then clear one clutter trigger. Pick one physical space that's nagging at you, a surface, a drawer, a nightstand. Give it 5 minutes of love. That's it. Just 5 minutes of love. It's not a project. It's just a reset to stop the visual overwhelm. And then choose a ridiculously simple goal for moving forward. I say this all the time, and I'll keep saying it. Simple goals win the day. So pick something you can do, will do, and want to do. Maybe it's unsubscribe from 5 emails. Maybe it's keeping your phone in another room at bedtime. That's what I do. Leave a sticky note that says you're doing okay. Throw out the junk mail immediately instead of stacking it. Success builds confidence. Small wins snowball. So let's talk about what you're really afraid of right now. I want to take it a level deeper. Sometimes it's not just about the mess. Sometimes the clutter is a shield. If I'm overwhelmed, I don't have to risk failing. If I'm too busy, I don't have to look at the stuff I'm scared to face. If I'm stuck, I don't have to admit I'm scared of what happens if I actually feel better. Does this sound familiar? Because I've been there. We protect ourselves with clutter, physical, emotional, and mental, because it feels safer than doing the hard thing. But I promise you, the hard thing becomes less hard when you stop doing it alone. So if you are wide awake at 3 a.m. again, I want you to ask yourself, what am I holding onto that's not mine anymore? What have I been avoiding that's actually keeping me from peace? What one thing can I let go of tonight just to breathe easier tomorrow? You are allowed to rest. You are allowed to let go. You are allowed to lighten up. And if you're ready to take the next step, I'd love to help. Grab my free ebook, Lighten Up, Declutter Your Mind, and Transform Your Life. It's filled with guidance just like this. And it's yours, no strings attached. And if you're ready to go deeper, really finally take action, hop onto my calendar. Let's design your healthy life strategy together. You don't have to do this alone. The links are in the show notes. Until next time, take a breath, take a step, and as always, let's lighten up together. Your life is waiting.
Thank you for tuning into this episode of Lighten Up, the Art of Living Clutter-Free. I hope you found a spark of inspiration to help declutter not just your space, but your mind and life as well. If you enjoyed this episode, please be sure to subscribe, leave a review, and share it with someone who could use a little lightness in their life. Remember, it's not about being perfect, it's about progress. Small steps lead to big changes, and I'm here to help you every step of the way. For more tips, resources, and ways to connect, check out my website, follow me on social media, and don't forget to check out the Design Your Healthy Life Strategy program to take your transformation even further. Until next time, keep letting go of what no longer serves you and making room for what truly lights you up.